Hiya, my name is Esther, and I help to lead the work of IJM, International Justice Mission, here in the UK. And today I'm absolutely delighted to be talking to Gordon Miller. Gordon is a cyclist. He's a world record holding cyclist, in fact, and he currently holds the record for the largest GPS drawing by bike. Not only is he a world record holding cyclist, he is a passionate anti-slavery advocate. And today we're going to talk about the power of cycling and how everyone can get involved in the movement to end slavery. So hi, Gordon. Thanks so much for chatting to us.
Hi, Esther. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. And just to start off with, we're just going to go for some quick fire questions, okay? Just to get a sense of who you are, Gordon. So to start off with, can you name a cyclist who inspires you?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Mark Cavendish, not only because of the tours that he's won and all the Grand Tour stages. Obviously, that's hugely significant, but moreover, because of the challenges that he's been through personally over the last 5 years, and to have come back and done it all again, I think is absolutely phenomenal achievement as a human being. And he's also quite a funny guy as well, which I quite like.
I've heard him speak. He's a good guy. At number 2, Gordon, hardest ever cycle.
Hardest ever cycle was when I cycled last year on the Guinness World Record Challenge, the final stages of week 2, which was the R and the N. I cycled 175 kilometres around the sort of Kettering, Northamptonshire, Peterborough area, which isn't particularly challenging in itself, but it was 40 mile an hour headwinds that we were cycling into, coming across the fens and that very flat land there. So it was absolutely exhausting. And it was the end of the second week. So I was already a little bit tired. So yeah, that was a really, really tough gig that day.
And that was the R and the N of end modern slavery, right?
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And final quick fire, if you could sum up why you cycle in one word, what would your one word be?
I'm going to go for, yesterday I would have said enjoyment. Today I'm going for adventure. And if you ask me tomorrow, I'd go for challenge.
Love it. Enjoyment, adventure, challenge. Now, Gordon, for those who are watching, they may or may not be aware that there are currently more people held in modern slavery today than there have ever been at any point in history before, somewhere around the 40 million mark, from children trafficked onto fishing boats or into commercial sexual exploitation to families forced to work in brick kilns. And Gordon, with more people in slavery than ever before, what first sparked your passion to be part of the movement to end slavery?
Yeah, I've thought a little bit about this. To be honest, there wasn't one thing. There wasn't one crystalline moment that came along, but it was more an accumulation over several years of working in this space with several clients that I work with, and helping them to convey their impacts around these issues and understand what they are in the first place. So there wasn't one crystal moment, but it was more that accumulation. And it was just sort of, increasingly I came to think what I could personally do. It became a moral outrage for me, having read a few testimonies of survivors. And I thought, well, what can I personally do? What do I have to offer? And my passion is cycling. My skill set is around communications. And obviously I wanted to do something to advocate. So it was like, if I could put those 3 things together, could that make a difference? And that was kind of the genesis for what has become Ride for Freedom and the challenges that I do to raise awareness of, particularly around freedom, around Free Will by Ride for Freedom, which is the survivor remediation program that we've initiated. So yeah, that was the moment.
Amazing. And I love that, how there's a growing sense of awareness, but it didn't end there, that you actually then took the next step, marrying together your passions, your talents. And now I've gone one step further again, setting up a social enterprise to support survivors. And all of this against this backdrop of cycling to raise awareness. It's really inspiring. And Gordon, in terms of cycling itself, you've touched upon using it as a vehicle for awareness raising. How do you think cycling is contributing to the movement to end slavery?
I think there's increasingly a huge number of cyclists who are who have a social awareness. Lots of people I talk to are very motivated around environmental issues. Obviously by the very nature of cycling, you're out in the environment, and people you notice change, you notice impacts that happen. So a lot of people are very very attuned to the environmental aspect. Not a lot of people that I've come across, or increasingly there are more, but the social aspects of it hasn't always been to the fore of those people. So I think, for me, there's a great opportunity to talk to people and to share my knowledge and my experiences with them. And when they hear about this, most people's reaction is, I can't believe that. Yeah. Secondly is, what are you doing about it? And then third, how can I get involved? So it's that kind of, taking it from sort of the moment of awareness to inspiration to action. And I think that's incredibly powerful.
Amazing. And Gordon, it's amazing that you're doing this in this season. I know you're about to set off on a big challenge next week, the next in the Ride for Freedom challenges that you've done. But in this season, coming out of COVID, when we've seen vulnerabilities to trafficking and modern slavery increase for many reasons, this really is a pivotal moment in the anti-slavery movement. And ending slavery really is something that we can all get involved in. And whether you're a passionate cyclist like Gordon, and you are interested in using your cycling to join the movement, and whether you are a mountain climber, a marathon runner, or perhaps creative, perhaps you've got a passion for fashion, we love it when our champions use their skills and get creative for the movement to end slavery. If you have been inspired by Gordon today, as I know I've been, we'd love you to check out ijmuk.org/justride. That's IJM cycling movement, like Gordon, using cycling as a vehicle to raise awareness, raise funds, and help contribute to the movement to end slavery, and join this important community, hitting the bikes, hitting the road, in order to bring freedom. Gordon, we are cheering you on for your challenge next week, and are so grateful for all that you're doing to help bring freedom around the world.
Thank you.